Welcome to Cienega High School. Salpointe Catholic, the Lancers, defending 4A state champions, coming in to take on the Bobcats of Cienega High School. Salpointe, coached by Kelly Pierce, and their starters tonight. Their goalkeeper, number 0, the senior Madison Smith. Number 2, the junior Rylan Bourget. Number 3, senior Kylie Oliver. Number 4, senior Gabby Amparano. Number 6, senior Juliana Dominguez. Number 10, Trinity Morales, the senior. Number 14, senior Daniela Whiteman. Number 20, sophomore Sevia Jimenez. Number 25, the senior Macy Bernier. Number 31, the senior Paris McKinsky. And number 81, senior Grace Guile. Again, coached by Kelly Pierce, great coach at Salpointe Catholic for the Lancers. The Bobcats of Cienega High School have their own great coach, Tony Torres. And their starters tonight, number 2, junior midfielder Lauren Fields. Number 4, junior defender Kenna Kiefer. Number 5, senior defender Jordan Singleton. Number 7, sophomore midfielder Hannah Ramos. Number 9, senior defender Deja White. Number 10, senior striker Bella Narvaez. Number 16, sophomore defender Shania Walters. Number 18, junior defender Nadia Awad. Number 20, senior midfielder Brinley Larenko. Number 23, freshman wing Kayla Jones. And number 24, sophomore goalkeeper Isabella Holly. So there are your starters for tonight. And for the Cats, the Bobcats of Cienega High School, captains Bella Narvaez, Deja White, and Brinley Larenko. Your 3 senior captains for the Cats. Oh, there's one more cap out there. So that would be the right defensive back. And let me double check here. 4. I think it's Shania Walters, but that's not right. So I'll come back to that in a moment. All right, so we are underway here, Cienega High School. Chilly Tuesday night. It's not freezing cold, thank God, and the winds are not blustering at all, which we're also thankful for. So a little foul here against Brinley Larenko, just trying to slow down that Lancer attack. So it'll be a free kick here for Salpointe right at midfield. Lancers certainly probably fatigued, having hosted and played in the Brandon Bean Kickoff Classic tournament that customarily opens the season here in Tucson. Tony Torres saying, I'm going to give my girls a little bit of time to rest. They've been playing club soccer all year long, and we're not ready for game conditions yet. So if there's a little bit of an advantage in terms of fitness and health, and in terms of being prepared and rested, I think you might give Cienega a little bit of an advantage in that category. Of course, experience-wise, Salpointe Catholic, the Lancers, one of the marquee programs in the state of Arizona. So, again, defending champions in 4A. And then before that, they lost in the finals the previous year, but they went back-to-back-to-back. So we're talking about a team that's won 4 of the last 5 state championships. They've played in the state title game the last 5 years. And, of course, the gold standard of soccer in the state of Arizona, Salpointe Catholic, of course, their men's coach, the legendary Wolfgang Weber, recently getting his 700th win. So what a huge milestone that is for Wolf, the Desert Fox, as it were, in the city of Tucson. All right, so very early here, just a minute into the match. Pretty decent attendance here on a Tuesday night. Of course, the kiddos are probably preparing for final exams. That's next week, next Wednesday, Thursday, Friday at Cienega. And then everyone's looking forward to that winter break. There's no doubt about it. So we'll just put the best wishes out there. Happy holidays, Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa, whatever you celebrate for the winter holiday. We're going to send our best out to you. Our best holiday cheer from Bobcat TV. So Jason Miller here on play-by-play and color. Nick Irvin, the director. Ryan Marsh, the producer. We have Zeta Neo running a camera up top. Preston Slanina running a camera down on the field. And Denton Poe also running a camera. So there's our crew for Bobcat TV for tonight. And I guess that ball just trickled over the sideline here. Great effort there by Deja White to try to get to that one. And now here's a throw-in for Grace Guile, the senior, number 81. Lancers all in white. The Cats of Cienega, the black jerseys and the white shorts. Threading away through traffic here rather nimbly is Trinity Morales. And here's a pass out to the edge box and a blasted shot here with the left foot. A little bit over anxious, but that's normal. You have those early little bit of jitters happening here. And the shot was attempted by Kylie Oliver, the senior wing on the outside. So again, a Lancer squad that has a plethora of experience, playoff experience. They're battle-tested, tournament experienced, certainly. And the Cats of Cienega have their experienced players in the club circles as well. So I'm sure that these club circles are intersecting pretty heavily. Nice touch there by Kenna Kiefer to clear that momentarily for the Cats. And then right back on the attack here, Trinity Morales. And then Kiefer just serving that one up here a little bit, but unable to clear it fully. Shania Walters there, a nice physical challenge. Paris McKinsky had it and lost it. And again, with these matches, the precision has to be there. Every pass, every touch has to be precisely placed and positioned. So errant pass there, intercepted by the Lancer, Paris McKinsky, and it's out of bounds off the foot of Trinity Morales. So a throw in here for the Bobcats of Cienega. Tried to get a little bit in the spirit of things with a little bit of fish and chips pre-match here. So trying to channel my inner Ian Dark. I think that's the commentator that I listen to on those World Cup telecasts. Always great to listen to a Brit or an Irishman or a Scot. I want to listen to somebody from across the pond who is fluent in football. So ball drifting out of bounds here. And a throw-in, nice throw-in there by Shania Walters. Ball intercepted by Paris McKinsky. Paris now with the ball at her feet, and she had it taken away, but off of the foot of Cienega's number 18, Nadia Awad. So the Bobcats here, I'll give you their formation. At goalkeeper, it's Bella Holly, the sophomore, number 24. She had a goal last season, and she also had 15 saves on the year. And then that back line going from left to right, it's Jordan Singleton, number 5, the senior. Outside back on the left side, Kenna Kiefer is the center back, number 4. She's a junior. Deja White, number 9, at the other center back. She's a senior. And Shania Walters, the sophomore, on the right side there, outside back defensively for the Cats. Here's a challenge, a shot, and a nice save over the goalpost by Bella Holly, so on cue. But a deft strike there by Trinity Morales, putting some pressure here early on the Cats, and it'll be the first corner kick for Salpointe. Lauren Fields is also at the defensive midfield position for Cienega. She's number 2, a junior. And at the center mid positions, number 7, Hannah Ramos, a sophomore, and number 20, Brindley Lorenko, senior. And left wing, Nadia Awad, right wing, Kayla Jones, a freshman, Bella Nevaez at striker. Here's the serve. And a blast off the top of the crossbar, and it did not cross the threshold. So very close. Oh, and now we have a call. So we do have a call as a goal. So the Cats are trying to clear that one. We'll see if we can identify the goal scorer. It happened so quickly. But a beautiful service there. And in minute number 6 of action, the Lancers striking first. May have been Trinity Morales in minute 6. But guesswork here from my part. I'll be more dialed in. Salpointe striking in minute 6 of action. Brindley Lorenko, the great kicker for the football team at Cienega, also an elite soccer player. Very active there at that offensive midfield position. And scooping that up is the goalkeeper, Madison Smith. So Maddie in yellow. She's got the yellow socks, shorts, and jersey. Number 0. And a nice punt there that crosses the midline here. Kenna Kiefer stepping up nicely, gets ahead on that one. Shania Walters sends it to Brindley Lorenko and plays it back to Kenna Kiefer. Kiefer here thinking about playing the goalkeeper. And Deja White just lets that one trickle through her legs nicely. And now it's blasted by Bella Holly. Cats trying to mount a little counterattack here. at midfield. Hannah Ramos had that off of her feet. It'll be a throw-in for the Lancers. Trinity Morales has been very active here early, has number 10, the senior. So a lot of seniors out there on the pitch for both teams. Upperclassmen heavy, no doubt about it. There are a few underclassmen, a couple of sophomores, a couple of freshmen. Morales here, a nice pass to the outside, connecting with Kylie Oliver. And a little give and go there between Oliver and Ryland Bourget. Now here's a centering pass, and a great job coming off her line to snare that one is Bella Holly. Holly quickly here throwing it out, and the Cats trying to mount her a quick counter strike. They've got some wheels with number 18, Nadia Awad, and then that one off her feet. Blast to the center of the field. Bobcats here trying to play some positioning, and a good job by Deja White to screen off Ryland Bourget. So the name Bourget is certainly familiar in football circles, also American football. So Ryland is the younger sister of Trayson Bourget, the senior quarterback at Salpointe. Best of luck to the Lancers on Friday night, playing for the state championship against Horizon. So Salpointe, the number 2 seed in the 5A state tournament. Horizon, the number 1 seed. That game will be Friday night at Arizona's Sun Devil Stadium up in Tempe. So if you want to catch that game, you can certainly tune in on the NFHS network and dial that one in. But best of luck to the Lancers Friday night, no doubt. All right, here's the free ball, the service there by Deja White intercepted. Kenna Kiefer now just trying to volley that one toward the center, and it's going to drift long and go past the end line. So it'll be a goal kick for Salpointe. Officials tonight, Paul Wucker, Mike Dunn, Ron Apples. So Wucker, Dunn, and Apples, the officiating crew for tonight's match. Just spoke to the gents pre-match and wished them the best of luck. Stay warm out there, boys. Deja White on the throw-in for the Cats, far side of the field. That was off the feet of Kayla Jones out of bounds. So now a throw-in for Salpointe. Tumble on the far side. You hear some jeering from across the way. No call. Officials let them play on. Inadvertent contact there. They got tangled up accidentally. And you see Trinity Morales there with all of her deft footwork. Now a give and go to Ryland Bourget, and a good job there by Deja White to clear it. Momentarily. Maybe a chance here for the Cats. Hannah Ramos was there, had it momentarily, and then lost it. And now Macy Bernier, or Bernier, if I'm mispronouncing. I'll go both ways here. We'll see. And Kenna Kiefer with a clearance, and it'll be a throw-in for Cienega. That was played off of a Lancer. So we're in minute number 11 of action. All my Spinal Tap fans like to play it to 11. Oh, a nasty tumble there across the field. Referee just watching on. No call. A lot of jousting and a lot of jersey grabbing here, both sides, at least early. And now Brinley Lorenko weaving her way through traffic and uncorks a shot, but it is wide. So you see how nimbly that she is kind of maneuvering and navigating her way through some pretty dense traffic there. But again, Lorenko, first team all-region at kicker for the Cienega football program. Had a great season. I think she was 35 of 37 on extra points, 1 for 2 on field goals. So kind of breaking a bit of a glass ceiling. I told her this at Horizon 2 Fridays ago. I said, you broke the glass ceiling. Any girl who watches this might say, hey, I can do that too. So just a great student athlete. Shania Walters on the left wing here. Pretty promising. Stalwart defense by the Lancer. And now a clearance here by Salpointe. Kenna Kiefer at midfield directs that one over to her teammate, Jordan Singleton. And Kiefer back to Singleton. Singleton now working on the near sideline, threading her way through space. A little bit off of her foot on that one and taken away by Salpointe. Back over to Ryland Bourget, working the center of the field. Big physical player, state champion in volleyball last year for Heather Moore Martin, the great volleyball coach at Salpointe Catholic. So a 3-sport star is Ryland Bourget, and that family is just gifted with natural athleticism and, of course, the drive, determination, and work ethic. So the Bourget family, and I mentioned Trayson, who's a senior at Salpointe, but older brothers Coben and Trenton were also great football players at Marana and Salpointe Catholic as well, wide receiver and quarterback. So again, wishing the best out there for the Bourget family, especially on Friday night, to Trayson, the quarterback, and that Lancer squad. All right, Deja White playing it back here to Kenna Kiefer. Again, the passing has to be just absolutely precise, so both teams have to dial it in or ratchet it very tightly here early. Lancer scoring in minute number 6. I'm crediting Trinity Morales, but I will get clarification on that one. It was a bit of a scrum there early on a corner kick and then deposited off of the crossbar, and it did cross the threshold of the goal according to the officials. So early goal for Salpointe. That's our score as it stands. 1-0 Lancers here in minute number 13. Deja White on the throw-in, the senior, number 9. Shania Walters playing the ball far side to the corner and working in space, Adriana Pacheco. So last year playing goalkeeper, the previous season as a freshman, great job at keeper. And now Adriana as a senior has transitioned into being a field player. So it's always nice to have multiple high-level goalkeepers, and the Bobcats are blessed with that. They have a great goalkeepers coach in Hector Camacho. So Tony Torres, the head coach at Cienega, assistant coach Hector Camacho, who works with the goalkeepers. He's also a very zen presence for that team and those girls. And Alex Davis, the assistant, who played at University of Arizona as well. So a great coaching staff for both programs. Kenna Kiefer here trying to work sideline, intercepted by Grace Guile. A bit of sparring there in the center of the field. Hannah Ramos plays it back to Deja White. Deja back to the keeper. And now coming near side, Shania Walters. Walters has some space. She's got some time. Tries to thread a pass forward. A little deft touch there by Grace Guile. And then the goalkeeper for Salpointe, Maddie Smith, comes off her line to corral that one. Dribbling patiently, surveying the field. And now a booming punt here. Good job to try to step up and get a touch on that one by Cienega's Hannah Ramos. Nice little nimble touch. Ramos to Narvaez. Bella Narvaez trying to work through traffic. Dealing with a little bit of a tender hamstring, so that might hamper and hinder her speed and her takeoff, her quickness. One of 4 captains here for Cienega tonight. Far side of the field. The wing for the Lancers. Working through. Nice slide tackle by Deja White. And then cleared by Kenna Kiefer. Boy, Kiefer might be small in stature, but she plays very big, and she is fearless out there as number 4. The junior Kenna Kiefer. Ball's off of the Lancer. I think that was off of Kylie Oliver. I think I saw Kylie as a freshman scoring in that Brandon Bean tournament. That's if my memory serves me correctly. But it feels like a lifetime ago. It's just 3 years ago. Throw in here by Deja White, far side. Nice little give and go here. Nadia Awad. And it's a foot race here, and it's a little bit too strong, and Madison Smith will pick that one and scoop that one up off of the carpet. But you see the Cats there, Hannah Ramos and Nadia Awad trying to connect. A little bit too much velocity on that pass, and it goes off the foot of the Lancers. So it'll be a throw in here for Cienega. It was off of Paris McKinsky. Here's Shania Walters on the throw. And Salpointe now with possession. Nice patient move there, a little extra moment there by Cienega Jimenez. Now Shania Walters back with the ball on her feet. Threads pass in the middle, dangerous. There's a shot and a goal. What a great pass by Shania Walters, and deposited into the net by Adriana Pacheco. So Pacheco the goal, Walters the assist, and it came in minute number 17. So the Cats here knotting the score at 1. Shania Walters absolutely threading the needle. The perfect pass going diagonally there. And it was a very easy deposit for Adriana Pacheco, blasting that one into the left side of the nets. Just clockwork there. So Pacheco from Walters, Shania Walters on the assist, minute 17, and now we are knotted at 1-all. Got a substitution coming in here for Salpointe. Checking off of the pitch is Paris McKinsky. And checking on here is number 99, Kristina Malevich, the sophomore. Trinity Morales playing that one back. Cienega Jimenez now serving that to the center. Brinley Lorenko running onto it. Kristina Malevich, who just subbed on, got a quick touch on there. Now Shania Walters plays it back to Kenna Kiefer. Kiefer threading it forward. Brinley doing a good job screening off her defender, Gabby Amparano. Now playing it to the far side. And here's a promising looking run there by Cienega. A little bit too strong. Good defense there by number 6, Juliana Dominguez, the senior defender for Salpointe. Somebody has Steamboat Willie as their ringtone here, so we've heard the whistling of early Mickey Mouse. Just came from Disneyland, so all that stuff is fresh in my mind. Nice little trip, Thursday, Friday. Throw my best out to my sister, Andrina Sanchez, who celebrated her birthday last Thursday. That's why we went out there. So good stuff. And Andrina, or Sanch, as she's commonly referred to in the Tucson soccer circles, good friends of both coaches here tonight, Kelly Pierce and Tony Torres. Nice little tight-knit community in the soccer world, no doubt. Nice little header there by Cienega's Hannah Ramos. Deja White playing it far side. Kenna Kiefer steps up, serves that one forward. Quick touch there by Bella Narvaez, but it goes off of her feet out of bounds, and it will be a throw-in for Salpointe Catholic. Lancer playing it far side here. Quick touch by Nadia Awad. Brinley Lorenko now stabilizing things in the center. Out to the far side to Adriana Pacheco. Pacheco making a run along the wing. And a good job there by the defender, Juliana Dominguez, to take that one away. And it will be a goal kick for Salpointe. Madison Smith, or Maddie Smith, the senior here, on the goal kick. Ball served to about the 40. Nice header there by Brinley Lorenko. And then you've got Kenna Kiefer with some good wheels. The defender here playing on offense. Just tries to center that one. And a little bit too hard, and coming off her line nicely, Maddie Smith to corral that one. Minute number 21 of action. Tied at 1. Salpointe scored in the 6th minute. I think it was Trinity Morales. In the 17th minute, it was Adriana Pacheco. on a beautiful feed from Shania Walters to deadlock us at 1. Lauren Fields plays it over to the right outside back. Deja White sending this one along the sideline. A little bit of a joust there around the 25-yard line. And Madison Smith comes out and scoops that one up off the turf. Takes the dribble, surveys the field, and now unleashes the punt. So a low liner here. Good job there by the Bobcat to step up and intercept that. Hannah Ramos. Now Kenna Kiefer trying to serve near side. Back to Jordan Singleton. Singleton a centering pass, but a good job defensively by the Lancer back there. Now Kiefer just blasting one, and it's just wide near side. And I think that was off of the goalkeeper's right hand, but it's going to be a goal kick. So maybe a slight adjustment here for Tony Torres and Cienega, putting Kenna Kiefer up, moving her up from that defensive position. Now she's up on top of that formation. She's got great speed, and she's very active. So there's Kiefer again, trying to thread her way through 2, and she tumbles down to the turf. No call. Refs allow them to play on. Deja White plays it back to the keeper. And now Bella Holly here comes near side to Shania Walters. Walters sending one along the near side. Kiefer playing with the defender on her back, and it's cleared out very nicely by the Lancer defender, Christina Malovich. So a throw-in for Cienega. Jordan Singleton, one of the captains for tonight's match. So it's Jordan Singleton, number 5, captain. Number 10, Bella Narvaez, captain. Number 20, Brindley Lorenko, captain. And number 9, Deja White. Those are your 4 captains for the evening. So I misidentified one of those caps earlier, but we've got that rectified now. Nice throw in here by Singleton. Plays it to Kiefer. Kiefer, again, so active in traffic, in space, playing against bigger players. And trying to connect with her, Zoe Cristofaro. So Cristofaro, number 13, has just checked onto the pitch for the Cats. 2 of their captains have subbed off. So Bella Narvaez has exited, as has Brindley Lorenko. And we'll find out who that other Cat who subbed on to the field is. But Zoe Cristofaro, number 13, a senior, one of the 2. Shania Walters so good defensively. Now she's drifting back here. And Salpointe plays it near side to Christina Malovich. Malovich plays it back. Plays it back to Rylan Bourget. And trying to reconnect back with Bourget, but drifting back Malovich. And she just sends this one along the sideline. Shania Walters steps up and plays it. Kenna Kiefer now plays up onto it, allows it to go through. And Zoe Cristofaro is trying to connect or link up with Kenna Kiefer. Another throw in for the Bobcats. Jordan Singleton, the senior, number 5, on the throw. There's a shove. I mean, that was obvious, right in front of the referee. So 14, Daniela Whiteman there, just shoving Cristofaro forward. And you saw Cristofaro kind of her neck and her head kind of jerk back there. And she looked at the official. The official was right there. So the ball's played out of bounds. It'll be a throw in here for Cienega. Again, the Cats going right to left. Black jerseys, white shorts, black socks. And Salpointe Catholic going left to right. All in white. White jerseys, white shorts, white socks. Ball's played out of bounds by the Lancer defender, Daniela Whiteman. And a throw-in here for Cienega deep in Salpointe's territory. And I've got the other sub. The other sub from Cienega is number 14, Kaylin White. So Kaylin with the ball right now, the senior, number 14. Just met her the other day in passing. Wish her the best of luck tonight, knowing that's a big match. There's no other way to kind of quantify it. But here's a throw-in by Kaylin White. Trying to uncork that, Lauren Fields, and she was denied. Back to Jordan Singleton. Singleton plays it across to her mate, Kayla Jones. So Jones, 23, the freshman. Kayla lost that one. And now Salpointe looking to counter. Christina Malovich plays it back. Kenna Kiefer, so active for Cienega, back on it. And a pass a little bit too strong for Christina Malovich. So Bobcats will have a throw-in. Singleton off of Cristofaro. And I think there's Nick Powell. So there's our guy Nick Powell down on the field. You're like, who's Nick Powell? He's right there. He just got his hands on the ball. So he's part of the match tonight. It makes you feel like you're just more involved. Let's just be honest. But Nick Powell, one of our great Bobcat TV color commentators and camera operators, and just a sophomore. We also have Reagan Scott, the great sophomore reporter who's out here tonight. Denton Poe down on the field running a camera. Up on top, Zeta Neo running the camera from the midfield. Ryan Marsh, our producer for tonight's broadcast. And Nick Irvin is the director of Bobcat TV. So there's your crew. Ball played to the outside. Cienega's Ana Rodriguez, number 21. And Ana last year with 4 assists on the season. So a junior defender and midfielder. And then her mother's just one of the nicest people. So she is the secretary of the 400 house here at Cienega, Monica Rodriguez. So I know she's out here. Just wish her good luck and just try to stay warm tonight. But thankfully a pretty balmy night here on the 7th of December. So certainly an important historical milestone. You know, we can't forget 80 years ago, the attack by Imperial Japan on Pearl Harbor. And I had my students, I forced them to watch a 4-minute speech from President Franklin Roosevelt, where he addressed the joint session of Congress and basically declared war against Japan, who declared war against America first. So can't forget these moments, and I think it's important to remember when faced with difficulty and adversity that we as Americans, when we step together and get closer together and work together, that there's nothing we can't accomplish. And I think it's an important reminder for everybody out there in our society. We may have some differences, but the things that we have in common that are similar are so much greater, and there's so many more things that unite us than that should divide us. So I'll just put that out there. And again, wish everybody the best here for this holiday season. So the ball is cleared by Salpointe. Juliana Dominguez there on the clearance with the left foot. The Cats will have a throw-in. Good throw there by Kaylin White. On the periphery there on the far side. And it's going to be another throw-in for Cienega. And Kaylin plays that back to Deja White. Now a header by Lauren Fields. A little bicycle kind of a kick by Macy Bernier. And now Salpointe looking to counter. And a bit promising there on the far side. You see those Bobcat defenders with the black jerseys all sprinting back there to challenge. Great job there by Deja White. Just to challenge that and to try to nullify or thwart that offensive probe by Kylie Oliver on the far side of the field. Throw in for Salpointe. And that's definitely a foul. So Cienega's Kayla Jones, number 23, the freshman, obviously there pushing on the back of the Lancer. So it'll be a free kick for Salpointe. The ball's at around the 18-yard line. So about almost 30 yards away from the goal. And here is the service into the center of the field. Oh, that one just trickled through. So difficult to say. I think Macy Bernier kicked that free ball, and it just trickled through. So trying to come and snatch it was Bella Holly, but it got past her. And a fortuitous goal from Salpointe. So get that to Macy. So Macy Bernier in minute number 31. Thank you. So my math is not great sometimes. So Nick Irvin's like 31. So very good. A nice lift there for Salpointe late here in the first half. Kenna Kiefer was sparring on the far side, and the whole Lancer bench there was pointing in their direction. They're like, this is our possession. It was off of Kiefer, so it'll be a throw in here for Salpointe. Kayla Jones plays it back to Deja. Deja plays it over to Shania Walters. Walters now operating in space near side. Puts on the brake, surveys the scene, plays it to Kayla Jones. Jones back to Deja. Deja White there in that center defensive position. Tries to volley that forward. May have been some contact there on the left arm of Juliana Dominguez. No call. Now the Cats here. Jordan Singleton with a fortuitous opportunity to make something happen. In space here. Puts on the moves. A little shake and bake. Left foot. Boycian Court a shot, but it was wide near side. But you saw Jordan Singleton there with a little shake and bake. Some nifty footwork there. Faking out her defender just to buy enough space to unleash that shot. And very quick and deftly done with the left foot. So Singleton a player to watch out for, particularly with the left. And now it's a goal kick here for Maddie Smith. Madison, the senior goalkeeper, all in yellow. A scrum there at about the 30-yard line. Kayla Jones played it off of her foot. Now it's served deep or long. And Deja White there with a header for the Cats. Now back onto the feet of Lauren Fields. Fields trying to direct some traffic. Coming near side. Kenna Kiefer a little bit too strong there. And you saw Kiefer a little bit exasperatedly just kind of be like, I can't get to that one. So she's got to put on the brakes. And another throw in for Salpointe. Grace Guile on the throw. Again, the Lancers, defending state champions from 4A. They defeated Prescott last year 2-0. And that ball is out on the Lancers. A good attempt there by Christina Malovich to get a touch on that one. And a throw by Jordan Singleton. Singleton to Kiefer. Kiefer going far side. Almost got through. I think it played off the hand there of the Lancer defender. Inadvertently there, Kylie Oliver. So the officials here, a little bit of miscommunication. And now we have a whistle. But a good job to get a touch on that by Kylie Oliver with her foot. And then the ball just kind of deflected up and off of her hand. There's a shot, a real bullet there by Lauren Fields. But a nice save by Maddie Smith. Ball was blasted, but in the center of the goalpost, or the center of the nets. Quick little one-touch there by Christina Malovich, and it's played off of Shania Walters. A throw in for Salpointe. Nice throw in by Grace Guile. Some sparring there. Nice job by Kayla Jones to win that ball. Deja White now sending that up to the center of the field. Ana Rodriguez being jostled by her defender. Now does a good job of screening her defender. And then a call here in favor of Cienega. So we're seeing a little bit of physicality. Nothing dirty, but it's just part of soccer or football. And a free kick here. Kayla Jones will take it from about the 30 of Cienega. Kiefer was there. Zoe Cristofaro also got a touch on it. Now Salpointe sending it forward. Deja White just so calm and cool back there as a defender. Really poised and under control. Seems completely comfortable despite whatever's happening around her. Jordan Singleton on the throw-in. Kiefer had it. Singleton has it now. And some good defense there by the Lancers. So it's kind of like a 2-on-2, 2v2 drill. See this happening all the time. The coaches, to be a coach for soccer, I think you have to be kind of expert at placing cones and putting some boundaries out there. These players are so accustomed to playing 2-on-2, 3v3 in these small, constrained spaces. Kayla Jones, the freshman, was looking to take that kick. And now Lauren Fields, the junior number 2, is like, no, I'll take this one. So serving it toward the box. Coming off the line, it's a scrum for the ball. And Shania Walters is going to have a goal. So there was a lot of action there and some collisions. And it may have been a couple of Lancer defenders that were bouncing off each other. Kind of like a pinball effect. But it will be Lauren Fields on the assist and Shania Walters on the goal in minute number 35. Well, it wasn't pretty, but it counts just the same. So we're tied at 2. Jordan Singleton, a shove right in front of the official. No call. She almost used the official as a screen. There comes Deja White to clear that one. Yeah, clean as a whistle. So you get ball, it's a clean takeaway, and off you go. So Deja playing it to Lauren Fields. Now it's getting a little chippy out there. You can feel the intensity ratcheting up. Kayla Jones playing it far side, trying to connect with Kaylin White. White, a great job to sprint onto that one. Great effort there. I'm sure a lot of these girls are friends outside of like tonight's match. I'm sure many of these girls play on the same club teams and the same club circuits. But when you step on the pitch, you've got to put those things aside. And the focus is, what can I do to help my team win tonight? And then as soon as the match is over, sure, go back to being friends. So it's a friendly rivalry, but it's certainly a rivalry here between these two programs. Two elite girls soccer programs in the state of Arizona. Deja White playing it to the center. Shania Walters, who scored moments ago on a bit of a scrum on a free kick into the box. Kenna Kiefer, oh, nifty, nifty. Just some deft footwork there. Put herself into the spin cycle. And now she's threading her way through, trying to connect with Jordan Singleton. Singleton left foot centering here. And we've got a call on the offside. So the official on the far side said, no, one of those Bobcat attackers had crossed the line. So we're in minute number 37 of action. Deadlocked at 2. Scoring summary. I think Trinity Morales in minute 6 for Salpointe. Adriana Pacheco in minute 17 on a nice assist by Shania Walters. Macy Benier in minute 31 for Salpointe. And then Shania Walters from Lauren Fields minutes ago. Walters blasts her way through that one. It's off her feet, right by Nick Powell, our camera operator down on the field. I think he was tempted to put his left foot out there, but a throw in for Salpointe. Subbing on to the pitch for Salpointe, number 33, Allie Watson. So Watson is a junior. And the referee is like, no, 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 you have to move back, move back, move back a little bit further. So the throw in here will be by Grace Guile, the senior, number 81. And again, the official, the center official is like, no, step back. Don't want to take too many steps here in that direction. So seems to be pretty constrained to that 50-yard line, the center official. Now here's a throw-in for the third time. Third time's a charm. Kayla Jones blasted that one off of the Lancer defender. So a throw-in for Cienega, Singleton to Kiefer. Now an opportunity for Salpointe to mount a counterattack. Macy Bernier goes far side. Nice deft footwork there by Trinity Morales. Morales in space. Plays to 7, and there's a blast that goes far side and whistles wide to the left of the goal. Jada Cormier, number 7, the sophomore, unleashing that shot. Now Shania Walters here. We've got 33 seconds left in the half. Walters off of the defender inadvertently, off of Trinity Morales. Morales is definitely nettlesome. She is very active up there offensively and also in the midfield for Salpointe. Very active player, also very skilled with the footwork. Morales off her left foot, back to Morales. Tried to go around and through, and Deja White holding her ground. Shania Walters coming near side. That ball will drift long here, and that should take us to halftime. So tied at 2, and it's been an exciting match, evenly played match, a couple of quick strikes. So we'll take a break, and we have just a short 10-minute intermission here. Synchronize your watches, come back in 10, and we'll bring you the second half of action here on Bobcat TV. I don't hear anything yet, but this one. 1, 2. Yeah. 1, 2. 1, 2. I can hear. She'll be able to hear herself.
Yep.
We're not live, I don't think. What would be helpful is if you could. Are we live? All right, getting set for the second half of action. Jason Miller. We have Reagan Scott, our awesome reporter, who did some snooping during halftime.
Thank
Reagan,
you, Miller.
What did you get from Coach Tony Torres?
All right, so coming off the field to hear what Tony Torres has to say, he's talking to his girls a lot about how winning the ball in the air is going to be a big game changer for them. He was telling them how in the first couple minutes they weren't winning that ball in the air and they were falling behind, and that's how Salpointe got their first goal. And then once they started getting on their game, winning the ball in the air, just like Deja White did, they're able to score those 2 goals. So that's where he's at with his girls. He's win the ball in the air, win the ball in the air, win the ball in the air. He also told me that this is Cienega's first game, and Salpointe's in their 4th or 5th game. So that's obviously a big deal because Salpointe's had their time to find their rhythm as a team in game situations. Cienega, not so much because we've only had that practice opportunity when we're not having the pressure of other teams.
No doubt. So, yeah, I mean, that's what I would say. So Salpointe, the experience, certainly their playoff medal in their experience and all those years of their state title runs, and that's helpful. But playing the tournament, the Brandon Bean, like they're more dialed in. They're probably a little bit sharper, a little bit crisper with their passing, a little bit more battle and game and speed tested. And Cienega they're figuring it out here kind of on the fly. But this is a huge match, Reagan. So for PowerPoint standings, for playoff projections, you're not going to run into an opponent that's better than Salpointe Catholic for Cienega. Yeah,
well, and especially I feel like all around because I don't know if you mentioned already, Miller, we have like Trayson's sister, Rylan.
Oh, yes.
Back on the field instead of the court this time.
Yep.
So like there's always that one player who's always there for that sport who just is a powerhouse all around, making Salpointe hard to beat.
Yep, Rylan Bourget, I'm spying her right now. She's right at midfield, number 2. So the junior.
Yes.
A 3-sport star, state champion in volleyball last season. Very athletic, and I don't think soccer is her best sport, but she's just an athlete, and you can kind of plug her in, I would imagine, almost to any sport.
Yeah.
And she's going to excel. That's interesting. So good to know. And then you were saying, conversely, Salpointe's coach, Kelly Pierce.
Yes.
Salpointe makes a run here near side, and a good clearance there by Shania Walters, who blasts that one off the top of the fence. What was your impression of Kelly Pierce from Salpointe? How was her demeanor? What's she feeling?
Just sitting on the sideline watching. Coach Pierce is not happy with her girls right now. She doesn't seem like very what's the word?
Satisfied?
Satisfied with how they're playing. Yes. And I mean, you can see from just watching her up here, she not the happiest camper.
She's scrappy. She doesn't play. She's very tough. Great coach. There's a nice shot and a good job coming off her line. Cienega's goalkeeper, Bella Holly. So Bella here dribbling. Got that coral jersey. I'll call it coral. Number 14, Bella Holly, the sophomore. And a good job there to step up. Deja White. Deja's so solid defensively and just fearless and just plays so poised back there on that defensive line for the Cats. And now we've got Brinley Lorenko trying to send one near side. And running on hard is Adriana Pacheco. And Pacheco scored the Bobcats' first goal in minute 17. It was a blast from the outside from about 20, 25 yards out. So Cats are looking pretty good here. I mean, it's chilly. Reagan, it could be a lot colder.
It could.
We've been at games where it's blustery winds. I think every member of Bobcat TV who's out here tonight will say, oh, next time I'm going to bring gloves or a scarf or a beanie or something warmer. I might wear a sweater, right?
Yes.
Preston Slanina's got a T-shirt on. I was like, Preston, I don't want to see that again.
He told me. He's like, I'm cold now.
Yeah, exactly. Trinity Morales, nice ball there going through. And good defense there. And then I think that is legal. So it was kind of trapped there between the knees of Bella Holly. And you see a Lancer kind of pleading her case. But good defense there, again, defensively by Cienega's Kaylin White, the senior number 14, to drift back there. So Kaylin White, Deja White, they're not sisters, but they're cousins. So I found that out the other day, too. They are related. So the Whites back there defensively, super solid for the Bobcats. Lauren Fields lost the ball. Trinity Morales had it, and now Shania Walters plays it forward, connecting with Hannah Ramos. Ramos with the ball, comes near side. Adriana Pacheco, a player on her, and now cleared by Salpointe. Directed there off the head of Rylan Bourget to the far side. We have a Lancer that tumbles down there, I think inadvertent contact, and now the Lancer is a serious mounting run. So playing it to the far side, Trinity Morales with a shot, and it's too high and too strong. So easy for me to say. It's so enticing. You've got open space in front of you. The tendency is to blast it. And we see this so often at all levels of football or soccer, where the player will kind of lean back a little bit to kind of crank that up. And as you lean back, the trajectory of the ball just takes off. Yeah. And we see it time and time again.
So funny story, Miller.
Yes.
Hannah Ramos. I watched her play soccer all growing up because we went to elementary school together.
Oh.
So she's just she's a fireball on the field.
What elementary school did you go to?
That was Pueblo del Sol in Sierra Vista.
Oh boy, Pueblo del Sol, Sierra Vista. I forgot you were in Sierra Vista for 7
years.
7 years.
Yep.
And then you couldn't wait to get out of Sierra Vista. Not much going on down there in Sierra Vista.
Sierra Vista, California Vale.
There's Fort Huachuca, so that's important. So that's there.
Yeah.
But not much socially, I don't think. To
Not
do
at all.
in Sierra Vista.
Not at all.
And then middle school? Did you go to middle school in the Vail District?
No. So I'm from California, moved to Sierra Vista, moved back for middle school, and then moved here for high school.
A lot of traveling.
Yes.
Now, is your dad in the Air Force?
Border Patrol.
Border Patrol. Sorry, Border Patrol. That's right. Okay. Well, very good. So, a little background here. Chilly night. Now, are you ready for final exam? I know it's next week, right? Wednesday, Thursday, Friday are finals for you. Are you pretty locked in and ready to go?
Yeah, I'm excited to go on Christmas break. But finals should be easy.
Also excited to go on Christmas break. So, great job there screening Deja White, screening her offensive player off of that ball, not giving her a chance to get a touch. So we're in minute number, my math here, minute 46 of action. Knotted at 2. It's been exciting match for sure, and some flourishes of action with the goals. Walters there just fights through that one. A nice little nimble touch by Brindley Lorenko, now played back to Brindley from Jordan Singleton. Brindley making a run in space, weaving and threading and faking, and that was a nasty takedown. So Brindley is tough as they come, so she pops up there.
Tough as they come because of those boys.
Exactly. Alexia Carranza, number 12, on the foul for Salpointe. Right, we talked about Brindley being a first-team all-region kicker, and I think 35 for 37 on extra points, 1 for 2 on field goals, and I also saw her, I think, on one of the JV games that I filled in as a public address announcer for Eric Tatham. I saw her running routes. She was running fly patterns at halftime, 40 yards in the air, catching it like nothing. I saw her do that 4 or 5 times, and I saw her lined up. It was early in the season. They had her lined up on an extra point as a wide receiver, and I was like, oh, please, please throw
I remember that.
Please throw it to Brindley. Just throw it her way. Like, that was, I had a couple of wishes for the season. One was to see her kick a game-winning field goal
and then
be carried off by the players, and another was to see her kind of slotted at a receiver and for them to throw it her way. Super athletic. Here's a chance here for the Cats. Pacheco with a shot. Good defense there by Salpointe. And now the Lancers looking to run a counterattack. Stepping up very nicely. I think it was Sevilla Jimenez, number 20, who took that shot.
And if I'm not wrong, Miller, she got that touchdown, didn't she? When they threw when they threw it when she was at wide receiver?
I don't think so. I would have, even with my bad memory, I would have remembered that for sure. So, but a great season, and it's just great. You know, that was one of my questions. I didn't want to pester the poor kid, but seeing her in passing, it was, unavoidable. I think she could see me a mile away. It's like, oh gosh, I see her facial expression, her body. She's like, oh gosh, here comes Miller again. And it's like, the first thing was like, hey, so maybe you come out of semi-retirement and play soccer as a senior. Like, you could be the missing piece to that puzzle, and you can help these girls kind of get over the hump. And, that was early in the fall, and then I didn't bother her anymore, at least for soccer. And then, of course, with football, is this encouragement and props and accolades for her, and kudos for all the great work that she did as a kicker for that Bobcat football team, which had a great season in year 1. Justin Argraves, 8-4, going on the road, beating the Vipers of Verado at their house, playing tough against Horizon.
Such a great game.
The 1 seed, right? They were just outmatched. So Horizon a little bit bigger, a little bit stronger, a little bit faster. But that is a juicy matchup on Friday night. Horizon, the number 1 seed, taking on number 2 Salpointe Catholic for the 5A state championship from Sun Devil Stadium up in Tempe. So that's a game I'll be watching Friday night on the NFHS network, no doubt about it. So here's a free kick by Macy Bernier. Cats have their defensive wall set up. Bernier serving. It's a low ball off of the feet of Adriana Pacheco, and now Brindley Lorenko shows that speed off, tries to thread that pass up the middle. Nice defensive job by Daniela Whiteman, and she plays it over to Alexia Carranza. Carranza back to the outside. And now here's a foray by Macy Bernier, and misdirection going back to the far side. Jordan Singleton stepping up defensively, now plays it back to Shania Walters. But Reagan, it's great always. Thank you for the report.
Yes, of course, Miller.
That halftime report.
Of course.
And we're hoping to get interviews post-game as well.
Yes, definitely.
And you'll be all over
Most
that.
definitely.
And I'll help you snag players as well. So,
sounds good.
Very good. Great job as always, Reagan Scott.
Thank you, Miller.
You bet. Nimble footwork here by Bel Narvaez. Now unleashes the shot, and it's handled pretty easily by Maddie Smith. That was nice. Just good to hear a different voice. For me too, and for you guys at home, I'm sure. And now here's the punch by Maddie Smith going far side at midfield. A couple of players there kind of jousting for it. It was 33 Allie Watson, the junior from Salpointe, and Cienega's Jordan Singleton, the senior defender. One of the 4 captains for the Bobcats tonight. The captains for Cienega: Jordan Singleton, number 5, senior defender; Deja White, number 9, senior defender; Bel Narvaez, number 10, the senior forward striker; and number 20, Brindley Lorenko, the senior midfielder for Cienega. So seniors aplenty, a quartet of captains for the Cats. And the ball is played out of bounds by Salpointe, so a throw-in here for Cienega. And Jordan Singleton will take it. We're in minute number 51 of action, tied at 2 on a brisk night, a Tuesday night, the 7th of December, a day that will live in infamy, no doubt. Here's a throw-in. Off of Bel Narvaez. And now played back here. Bit of an errant pass from Kaylin White, and now Deja has it under control. Tries to go sideline here, and you've got some Cat defenders scrambling a bit. Good pressure applied by Kylie Oliver. And a substitution coming onto the field for Salpointe. So checking off of the pitch, it's Allie Watson, and subbing back on number 99, Christina Malovich, the sophomore. Throw in from Salpointe, Juliana Dominguez, and it's off of her teammate Ryland Bourget. And here very quickly is Kaylin White on the throw. Now Deja plays it over to her teammate Amber Allah, number 12. Now Shania Walters back there at that left defensive position, sending it forward off the Lancer. Walters now tries to clean up her mess here, and just kind of pushing her way through. She's got great wheels. She's very tough. Physicality is there. She also has a goal and an assist tonight. So Shania Walters from that defensive position, a very versatile player that can make runs along the line and will probe into the Lancer defense. We've seen it twice here already tonight. A beautiful threaded pass by her. Just absolutely textbook and precise. And she connected with Adriana Pacheco on the first goal. And then she scored her own goal, and now a nasty collision there right at midfield. So we've got a stoppage here on the clock. I glanced down just for that moment and kind of missed it. You hate to see these kind of violent collisions. And the player who is down at midfield is Trinity Morales. I think that's number 10, Trinity Morales. And we've got a yellow card here against Shania Walters. So you see her gesturing there with the referee in the center, and you see him also gesturing back. So she was kind of lobbying, saying, hey, I was kicking, and his gesture was, no, you actually did this with your arms and kind of pulled her as you were making that motion with your kick. So I think we've got a yellow card here, and yes, so the yellow card was pulled out. So Shania Walters with the yellow card in minute number 53. Hey, and Trinity Morales is down at midfield, so just absolutely hate to see this. I hope it's not serious. And the Lancers now will exit the pitch and go to their bench. Cienega defensively Almost look like they have a couple of conferences happening at the same time. So you've got their goalkeeper, Bella Holly, who is talking with Lauren Fields. And then you have the midfielders there kind of circled up. You've got the defenders. Some players are just stretching a little bit to keep their legs and their joints loose and limber. And we don't know how long this stoppage is going to be, but we want to put our best out there to Trinity Morales, the very talented senior number 10 from Salpointe, her family, her teammates, and Salpointe. Joe Urquillo Islas, who is the head trainer at Cienega High School, is out there attending. But Trinity Morales is down, and just kind of looking for any signs here from her. But a violent collision at midfield between her and Shania Walters. So the clock is frozen here in minute number 53 of action. Tied at 2. The score doesn't feel quite as important at the moment. Okay, good signs here. Morales is sitting up now, so that's positive. And she takes a sip of water, which is also an encouraging sign. Looking for anything, honestly, that can give us some positive feedback and some encouragement. Now Trinity up to her feet. And she's being supported by one of her assistant coaches. And appears to be favoring the right leg. So walking off with assistance very gingerly, not putting much weight or pressure on any of those joints. So just hoping that that injury is not serious and that Trinity is able to return. Very high level player, very active in the midfield and up top for Salpointe. And it looks like they're looking at her, maybe her left ankle. Might be a little bit of retaping, so they'll run through the triage over there, the diagnosis, and try to give her the medical support that she needs. And again, wishing her a full recovery and very speedy. Would love to see her back on the pitch tonight, but if not tonight, then hopefully by their next match. All right, so Salpointe on the direct kick here, going to the far side. And it was the Lancers' Macy Bernier, the senior, and the Bobcats now will have, I think, a goal kick, but it might be a throw in there from that deep corner spot. Yep, so a throw in deep in Cienega's territory. Deja will take the throw. And a good header there by Salpointe, playing it into the center of the field. Now Lancer running onto it. A little deflection there, and a save by Bella Holly. And Bella now on the punch, and the ball is blasted across the midfield. And we have a whistle here for a foul against Salpointe. So Cienega is moving forward in their attack. And again, the message from Tony Torres, the coach from Cienega at halftime, as relayed by our great reporter Reagan Scott, was win the balls in the air, right? If you win the balls in the air and you claim more of those 50-50 balls or those headers, then he feels confident that Cienega will find a way tonight. Service by Lauren Fields into the box. The ball squibs out here near side. Adriana Pacheco in corner. A pair of Lancers on her defensively. And a nasty shove right in front of the official. And not even a thought about it. So it's a little bit dangerous when you get pushed out onto the track. I mean, the track's been resurfaced here, so it's a beautiful track, and it's pretty spongy and soft compared to what was here previously, which was basically black. I'll call it macadam, so I'll date myself on that one. but it's kind of like a black asphalt. And we've got a softer track, but to get pushed out there and shoved, very dangerous. Bella Narvaez with some excellent work here. The work rate is very high for her. Near side, again, dealing with a tender hamstring, but haven't seen really evidence of that tonight. She's got that right hammy wrapped up tightly for a little bit of extra support. Substitution coming onto the pitch for Salpointe. It's number 15, Ava Danino, the freshman, number 15. And quickly gets ahead on that one. So welcome to the match. Good step up there by Daniela Whiteman to get a touch on that one. And now working through Jada Cormier. And Cormier, I think, is called for handball. So inadvertent, not intentional. The Cats will have possession here right at midfield. And their superlative senior defender, Deja White, will take the free kick. Plays it to the far side. Jordan Singleton there awaits, steps up into it, gets jostled, takes a shot a little bit too far from the outside, easily handled by Maddie Smith. Maddie, a couple of dribbles here. Now she unleashes the booming kick, goes across midfield to the 40. And that Lancer that just subbed on, Ava Danino, was applying pressure. Jordan Singleton, good job defensively. Singleton on the throw-in. Move here, and some excellent defense by the Lancer, Kylie Oliver, to shield, screen, and prevent Kaylin White from getting back to that ball. You see Kaylin, big, tall, physical, imposing presence out there, number 14. Very athletic, very fast. Deja White now stepping up and just serves that one near side. It will drift along and it will be a goal kick for Salpointe. So tied at 2. Minute number 57 of action. Cienega High School on a brisk Tuesday night. Subbing back on Shania Walters. So Walters has got to be careful. She's got the yellow card. Nasty collision at midfield between her and Trinity Morales. Good to see that Trinity is, well, she's still on that trainer's bench, so I'm going to try to monitor her across the way. And we think maybe her left ankle or her right ankle might be troubling her a little bit there, so that may have been part of the clash and part of the contact. Lauren Fields from Cienega, ready for that free kick. The junior midfielder, number 2. 3 goals last season for the Cats. 7 Bobcats in that box waiting for the service. And here comes Fields. Oh, nice little deflection there. Little one-touch. And I don't know if that was Zoe Cristofaro. No, it was Kenna Kiefer. So Kenna Kiefer, number 4, with just a volley there with the left foot. So very nicely done to get a touch on that one, but wide to the near side. And a goal kick for Maddie Smith. Ball skips through. Now a nice little touch there by Ava Danino. And then adjust at midfield. And the referees are clamping up a little bit here on the play, making sure that they're protecting the players from both sides. So that is good work. Hannah Ramos was there, called for the foul. And a direct kick now taken by Salpointe's Macy Bernier. Macy goes far side. Shania Walters is tracking it. She's screening defensively and does a wonderful job of screening or shielding off her man, Christina Malovich, who was running on and trying to get a touch on it. So a goal kick for Cienega. 4 goals, which is a lot in a high school soccer match, all coming in the first half. And whoever scores the next goal will certainly be a huge momentum shifter. So pretty quiet, a little bit subdued in the crowd. A little bit chilly, that's always a factor. Now played back nicely by Jada Cormier. And out of bounds off of Shania Walters. A throw in for Christina Malovich from Salpointe. And then one of her teammates now will take that throw in. So going to the far side. And now trying to take off here, Adriana Pacheco. Some jostling, but it was clean. A good effort there by Salpointe's Gianna Dominguez, the senior number 6. And a throw in for Cienega's Kaylin White. Kaylin, Hannah Ramos. Ramos fighting for it, lost it. Gianna Dominguez plays it to Jada Cormier. Cormier in traffic, and she kicks that one out of bounds. Bobcats will have a throw in, and they're pushing forward here, and we have a substitution coming onto the field for Cienega. And that's number 11. 11 is Alana Gooden, who is a freshman. So the Cats have 2 freshmen on their roster. Alana Gooden and Kayla Jones being the 2 freshmen on this squad. Deja White running back defensively here. Shields her player. Her player steals it. They're saying the ball was in. We got a late whistle. So the official here very slow to blow that whistle. Not stopping on that one, Ava Danino, the freshman 15, who's been active here for Salpointe since she's entered into the game. So good speed for 15, the Frosh. I mean, the first moment she stepped onto the field, she was involved with a header, and we've seen her far side, near side, and pretty much kind of drifting all over the field. Very active and great speed. Ball's kicked forward by Daniela Whiteman. And now Shania Walters here blasting her way through. Oh, wow, we see some tackling that's happening here, and we've got to be careful. So we saw another collision there. There was a Lancer that kind of bounced off of Walters. Now the ball's played back onto the field. And working on the far sideline, Amber Alav, the senior midfielder, number 12 for Cienega, off of her feet out of bounds, and a throw in for Salpointe. Deja screening off her attacker from Salpointe. Probing there and lurking was Christina Malovich, the sophomore. Bella Holly here on the punt. Salpointe winning the ball, and their player was sandwiched by a couple of Bobcats. So again, good work right there by Salpointe's Macy Bernier. And Macy will take the free kick from the 40. Five Lancers there, just lurking outside of the box. Good service, and doing a good job to wait and receive and retrieve that one is the keeper, Bella Holly, who punts the ball here. Header by Lauren Fields. A clash there between 4 and 7. So Kenneth Kiefer and Jada Cormier clashing, and the official calls a foul against Salpointe. Now right back in midfield. And you see the grabbing there. So if I can see it, it's super obvious. So Jada Cormier just trying to kind of wrap her arm around the hip of Lauren Fields. And now Lauren Fields will take the direct kick from the Lancer 40. And now the clock should stop here. We've got some fans that are telling the clock operator to stop the clock. Oh, and there's the yellow. So we've got a yellow card here against 15. So Ava Danino is getting a yellow card. We've got 2 yellows now. Shania Walters from Cienega had one earlier here in the second half after a violent collision between her and Trinity Morales. Morales is still on the far side, still on that trainer's bench and table, and now she's putting on her jacket, so very unlikely that we'll see her returning tonight. But again, wishing her the best, a full recovery. Hopefully her injury is minor as can be. Great players, number 10. All right, so finally waiting here for the direct kick. And Lauren Fields will take it for Cienega. Junior midfielder number 2. Here's Lauren on the service. Off the official, off his back. You don't see that very often. Maybe a little embarrassing here. The fans certainly getting a good laugh out of it. So the officials tonight, Paul Wucker, Mike Dunn, and Ron Apples. I've watched a lot of soccer at the high school level. It's the first time I've seen that happen. So Shania Walters plays it back to Deja. Deja White going far side. Now playing it to the midfield. Hannah Ramos, Lauren Fields, and Alana Goodwin. Goodwin, a freshman, number 11. 1 of 2 for the Cats. Good run there, far side by the Lancer, Christina Malovich, but off her foot out of bounds. The official there throws that flag up there very quickly the moment the ball crossed the line on the sideline. Thrown by Jordan Singleton. Kind of Kiefer there working. Being jostled, harassed, pushed and pulled, tugged around. And a throw in for Salpointe. I want to throw my best out there to Timmy Morris. I know Timmy was slated to work tonight's match, and he's in isolation right now. So Timmy, if you're listening, hopefully we'll see you soon. I'm hoping on Monday. Just want to wish you the very best and hope that you're doing fine out there. So one of the great students, a senior at Cienega, did a great job with that dodgeball tournament and raised a lot of money for the Children's Miracle Network. And that was great work. And all the staff that were involved enjoyed playing. Nobody was injured. Nobody seriously, nothing happened. It was a very positive experience. So I'll just throw that out there. Jack Erickson, if he's listening, or any of his Key Club kiddos, or Timmy, I would recommend maybe putting a dodgeball tournament together in the spring. And you could do 2 and raise more money for the Children's Miracle Network or whichever great cause that you want to raise funds for. I know there are teachers out there that would just love to do it. And I think the kids, the students, had a good time watching teachers pegging each other. So let's put that out there. So here we are now in minute number 67. And we're tied at 2. And the Bobcats have a corner kick. I think this is their second corner of the night. So service into the center. Deja tries to get ahead, tries to get a foot on it now. There's a shot with the right. And a little bit too high and wide near side by the freshman Alana Gooden. So you've got to take your chances there. And you can't look for the perfect feed. You've just got to kind of unleash, uncork, and get a blast off and hope for the best. And then what you're really trying to do is if the keeper makes a save on it or is deflected out, you're looking for a rebound and then another deposit. So jousting there at the center. Nice goal kick by Madison Smith. And now a breakdown defensively. And maybe a chance here for Salpointe. A little bit too strong on the touch by Kylie Oliver. And it drifts over the end line, so it'll be a goal kick for Cienega. So a little misstep there defensively by Deja White, who's so good as a defender for the Bobcats. One of the captains for tonight. Again, the captains for Cienega, all seniors. Number 5, Jordan Singleton. Number 9, Deja White. Number 10, Bella Novaez. And number 20, Brinley Lorenko. So here's Deja on the kick. Plays it off to Kaylin White. Lauren Field plays that one forward. Quick touch there by Salpointe's Sevilla Jimenez. And then a touch to the far side by Kylie Oliver. And there's a nasty tackle. So I think, again, inadvertent. But the foul's going to be on number 12, Alexia Carranza. and Alexia is a junior. And he gets a little word there, a little bit of a admonishment by the official on the center. All right, keep it clean. Again, I don't think intentional, so you're going to have these girls flying onto the ball so often. It's certain that there are going to be some clashes that will happen. Adriana Pacheco has 2 defenders on her, tries to throw it away along the sideline there, tiptoeing along, and there's the official. The ball is right in front of him, so he calls it out. Throw in for Salpointe. Juliana Dominguez will take the throw. Again, the Lancers have a little bit of experience this season under their belts, and then certainly they've got playoff experience aplenty. The team that's played in the state title match the last 5 seasons, and they've won 4 of 5. So as impressive of a run as you could imagine. Catalina Foothills under Charlie Kendrick in the early 2000s had a great dominant run as well. So that's a kind of a good comparison point for a couple of the elite programs in Tucson and certainly the state of Arizona. The Bobcats of Cienega High School in the previous 2 seasons have lost just heartbreakers, and I hate to bring this up, but they've lost in penalty kick shootouts at home the last 2 years. And I truly believe, Nick Irv and I have talked about this extensively, this year's team is special. They're stacked, they're loaded, and I have very high expectations for the Bobcats of Cienega this season to make a deep run in that 5A state tournament in February. So Kaylin White here running on, does a good job. And it's going to be a throw in for Salpointe. So Kylie Oliver here very quickly. Shania Walters drifting back to help defensively. Gets a touch on it, gets shoved. Oliver now winning the ball back. Plays it to Ryland Bourget. Bourget on the left wing. Tries to center that pass, but Deja White defensively very stalwart. And now Pacheco and Bourget are tangled up. Bourget's so physical out there. You're not going to win too many of those matches if it comes to pushing and shoving. But doing a good job there, Adriana Pacheco, to try to step up mano a mano against Ryland Bourget. Throw in here for Salpointe, Juliana Dominguez. Plays it to Kylie Oliver, and now we've got a whistle. Minute number 71 of action. Macy Bernier ready to serve. 5-6 Lancers now. Lingering, lurking, hovering, circling around the box, just on the perimeter of the box. Here's a service by Macy, headed out by Deja White. Now volleyed with the left foot, dangerous, but a nice save by Bella Holly. Now Bella here with a throw, coming near side. And Bella Narvaez tries to center it. Now it's taken over by the Lancers. Lancers play it back momentarily, and now pushing and sending that one forward. Ryland Bourget connects here with Macy Bernier. And a great job defensively by Shania Walters. Maybe a bit of a clash there. You see a good gesture of sportsmanship by Shania to kind of pat the Lancer on the back, and that was Macy Bernier. And now Kaylin White has the ball played off of her out of bounds. Another throw in for Salpointe. There's Nick Powell getting his 2nd touch of the night. Oh, great centering pass there. Very dangerous. And the left foot by Kylie Oliver whistles wide near side. Excellent centering pass by Ryland Bourget with the left foot. And another strong left volley by Kylie Oliver. She put a lot of velocity on that one, but whistles wide near side. Out of bounds here. It'll be a throw in for Salpointe. About the 10-yard line of Cienega, which is really the 20. The end zone is 10 yards, so you have to add 10 for the end zone and the goals of the back line of the end zone. The ball's headed out, and it's out of bounds, and a goal kick for Cienega. So 6:30 left on the clock here. We're in minute number 73 of action. In case you're wondering at home, there are extra time or overtime periods. So if we're tied at 2 at the end of regulation, there'll be two 10-minute overtime periods with a 2-minute intermission between them. But we'll find out about that and get clarification for you. Good battle there on the far side by Deja White, and it will be a corner kick for Salpointe. So now 6 Lancers trying to get their way into that mix. Emma Valise, the freshman number 9, subbed on for Salpointe. And she is jousting with the keeper, Bella Holly, and Holly is trying to just kind of push her out of there and get her out of her space. But there is definitely some jostling and some movement, and you kind of like to see that from a freshman out there, fearless. She's just saying, like, I'm going to stay here, and you have to physically push me out of this spot. I'm not going to move from it. So now here's a direct kick by Deja White. Playing it near side. And it's off of Kaylin White's foot. Oh, I guess it's off the Lancer, so it'll be a throw in here for Cienega. Deja plays it over to Shania. Shania's looking to go far side of the field. Rylan Bourget pushing onto her very strongly. Kind of keep her there, and traffic is taken down by a pair of Lancer defenders. Ref right there allows them to play on. Kylie Oliver with the shot. Bella Holly comes up with it. And here's the punt. The ball just crosses that center or that midline. Alexia Carranza was there. Now it's played back by Daniela Whiteman. And pressure again by Adriana Pacheco. Now Hannah Ramos. Centering pass. Swing and a miss there on the kick by Kiefer. Kiefer's down momentarily. Kaylin White had it off of her foot. Deja White plays it back now. And there are a pair of players. Rylan Bourget and Shania Walters. Walters, a good job here. Patiently. Now she's being harassed and held on to. And finally a call. So you have both hands there on Shania's right arm. And the referee, again, a little talk there very quietly to Rylan Bourget. Bourget, so strong, so physical, but so Shania Walters. So seeing those two kind of clashing with each other is interesting. So we're in the minute number 76. Tied at 2. All 4 goals in the first half. Bella Navaez working it near side. Now making a run, looking to center it. And she's just unleashing a shot, and it's behind the goal and wide. Goal kick for Salpointe. Just wonder, you had some Bobcats who were making their runs and pushing toward the goal. A centering pass there may have been a better option, but Narvaez is just looking to strike. Striker's mentality. The Cats, Kenna Kiefer subs off the pitch. And subbing on for Cienega, I think, is Ana Rodriguez. Nope, it's 18. Sorry, 18, Nadia Awad. So Nadia subbing on to the pitch for the Cats. Singleton working far side, a little spin move. And she kicks that one long out of bounds. Good defense there by Salpointe's freshman Emma Valise. So a pair of freshmen on that Lancer roster. Christina Conlin and Emma Valise, they're 2 Frosh. Cienega has a pair of freshmen as well. Good job there by Shania Walters to kind of poach that one away. Joanna Dominguez plays it to Kylie Oliver. Oliver near side making a run. Shania Walters just very smoothly comes over and blasts that one out of bounds. So we've seen Walters here kind of going from end line to end line, really kind of roaming across the whole field as a defensive stalwart, big physical presence, and also getting her hands in both goals. There's a shot off the crossbar. Very dangerous by Kylie Oliver, and it clanged off the crossbar. Here's a left-footed shot, and Bella Holly steps up and corrals that one pretty easily. But boy, that was a really deadly shot by Kylie Oliver, clanging off of the crossbar. So close. Bella Navaez puts on the brakes, plays it to the center. Adriana Pacheco had it, lost it. Kylie Oliver now plays it. Kaylin White. So 1 minute and 7 on the clock here, left in regulation time. Some serious physical play out there. Clean, but very physical, no doubt. Hannah Ramos with the header. And it's headed out of bounds by Salpointe's Joanna Dominguez. So 47 seconds and counting. Kaylin White on the throw-in. A couple of Lancers down here. Running through Hannah Ramos. Ramos probing off of her head. Now it's deflected up and out of bounds. Bobcat throw-in here. Denton Poe got a touch, so there's another Bobcat TV member with a touch. Now it's thrown in here. Tick-tock, the clock, 27 seconds left in regulation. Adriana Pacheco had it off her foot and it's played off a Lancer. 20 seconds. The Cats here have the throw. They've got to move very quickly. 13 seconds. 10 seconds. Bill Navaya's in traffic. Tries to center it. And it's a corner kick. And we are out of time. So the Cats, they're unable to take their corner kick. And again, we will go to, I believe, 2 10-minute overtime periods with a 2-minute intermission between them. And there's likely a 5-minute respite or a 5-minute break here between the end of regulation and the beginning of the overtime period. But we will get clarification and clarity on that situation and let you know as soon as we confirm that. But I think that's how it goes. I think it's a 5-minute intermission between regulation and overtime, and then 2 10-minute overtime periods and a 2-minute intermission between those 2 10s. 5. All right, I'm going to pop off for a minute. I'm going to check in with my guy, Eric Tatham, our public address announcer, the great softball coach at Cienega, and just give him some instruction. I'll be back here in a minute on Bobcat TV. Don't go anywhere. On again. All right, so we did get clarification. So it'll be 2 10-minute overtime periods there will be a 2-minute intermission, almost like a mini halftime, almost like 2 mini halves, right? So we'll have a 10-minute overtime period, a 2-minute intermission, and then a final 10-minute overtime period. If the score is tied at that point, the game ends in a draw. There's no penalty kick shootout, thank God. You will only see those in tournaments and in the state playoffs. And I don't think any like true football fan enjoys watching penalty kick shootouts. You know, I've got awful memories of England in the European Cup this summer, where they went to PKs. They had 3 players who hadn't played a minute really of the match, who came off the bench cold. Those poor players received all kinds of hate mail, which is awful to see. But you know, I don't think anybody really enjoys watching penalty kick shootouts. I do remember Harry Kane deposited his goal though, so my favorite player from the British team, the 2 Harrys, Harry Maguire and Harry Kane. Those are two of my favorites. So the referee here throwing some signals up. Is it 10s? Oh, he wants to get moving here. So we'll clear the clock. Eric Tatham puts 10 minutes back on the clock here. And now we're set for the first overtime period. Tied at 2. Evenly played match. Highly skilled, highly physical, highly contentious. Salpointe with the ball. Played back here, number 12, Alexia Carranza. And now Grace Guile plays it forward to Emma Valise. And now Valise here making a run on the near sideline. You see Valise with that speed here. And the pass was too strong for her. Throw in by Jordan Singleton for Cienega. Cats going right to left. Lancers going left to right. Again, Cienega, the black jerseys, the white shorts, the black socks. Salpointe all in white. White jerseys, white shorts, white socks. Their keeper is all in gold. The Bobcat keeper has the coral jersey with the black shorts and the black socks. Rylan Bourget, left foot. Launches that one off the bounce and handled by Bella Holly. Holly now throws this one out to the far side. Bobcats looking to make a run. And the ball is served far side. Bella Navajas now with the ball at her feet. Threading her way through. Plays it forward here. Trying to connect with Elise Allah, the sophomore. And the younger sister of Amber Allah. So we have a senior sophomore sister tandem for the Cats. Like to see keeping things in the family here. Always good when you've got younger brothers and sisters coming out the pipeline. Beautiful service here to the center. Looks dangerous there for a moment. And Bella Holly pretty coolly and calmly collects that one and rolls it on the carpet to her teammate Jordan Singleton. Singleton being pressured here by Emma Valise. In the center, Hannah Ramos plays it back to Lauren Fields. Fields over to Deja White. Deja now has to do some defense here and is behind about a step. Here's a shot! And it just clears wide near side. But a great shot uncorked by Kylie Oliver very dangerously from about 35 yards out. Everyone here kind of held their breath. A little bit of a, ooh, you could feel it. It was so close. And Deja plays it over here to the near side to Kenna Kiefer. Kiefer gives the ball away. Valise here now tries to center that pass. Bella Holly comes off her line and just kind of like bumped into, kind of hip checked, if you will, Kylie Oliver. Oliver slow to get up. And there's a Lancer down on the far side of the field as well. And Oliver pops up. She's tough, so she pops up here, kind of just rubbing that right hip. So her right hip and Bella Holly's hip also just kind of clash there. And it will be a free kick for Salpointe at the 25-yard line, far side of the field. 5 Lancers lurking in the box. 1 on the far post. Valise is far post lurking. Deja White off of the header. Now we'll follow her header, kind of get a touch on that one here. And she's got some room to operate if she so chooses. Launches that one on the far side off Bella Navajas out of bounds. A throw in for Salpointe. It's good to see the Christmas lights out here. And the local neighborhoods just north of Cienega's football field and soccer field in their campus. So just kind of nestled here in Vail, Arizona, off of Marianne Cleveland Way between Colossal Cave exit and the Houghton Road exit off of the freeway off of I-10. A couple of players there just colliding and clashing against one another. And here's Elise Allah. Allah plays it back to Hannah Ramos. Ramos plays it forward to Narvaez, intercepted by Salpointe's Sevilla Jimenez. Now Kaylin White with the ball at her feet and a Lancer on her back. And the Lancer teammate here sends it forward. Deja White now sends it near side along the sideline and is off the feet of her teammate for another Salpointe throw-in. All right, so minute number 84 of action. Extra time, tied at 2. This is Cienega's first match of the season. Salpointe has maybe 4, maybe 5 matches under their belt, having played and hosted the Brandon Bean tournament. They lost to Ironwood Ridge in a penalty kick shootout. Ironwood Ridge always has a great team. They get so close, but have yet to capture the championship for 5A, but that program is always in the mix. Thrown by Salpointe. And it's Macy Bernier who kicks it out of bounds. Throw in for Cienega. It's not quite cold enough where sometimes you see people bringing the mobile or the portable heaters that are powered, I think, by propane. Not quite that cold yet, but it's brisk. It's a reminder that winter is coming. So Deja White plays it forward. We have a whistle, a foul against one of the Lancers. Minute number 85, knotted at 2-2 Deja, who is just fantastic defensively, blasts this one forward. Nice header there by the Lancer defender. And you have maybe a chance here for Jordan Singleton if she can get to it, but unable to do so. It'll be a throw-in for Cienega. That ball was, I think, off of Emma Valise. So Narvaez here through traffic. Good job defensively by the Lancer to steal that one from her. And now making a foray is Elise Allah, the sophomore, number 8. Tries to center it with the left foot off the Salpointe defender. Elise Allah gives the ball to Jordan Singleton. Singleton plays it back to Elise. Elise tries to thread it forward into the center. And you've got 2 defenders there from Salpointe sandwiching her. So Daniela Whiteman was one of those, and she took the ball away. And now Salpointe will have a goal kick. Goal kick. Nice header there by Brinley Lorenko. Stepping up to it, getting a touch, Hannah Ramos. Ramos playing it to Bella Narvaez. Narvaez got tossed to the ground like a sack of flour. Salpointe on the counterattack. Good step up there by Kenna Kiefer. Kiefer's down momentarily. Brinley's down momentarily. Deja White's there to launch it forward. And now Bella Narvaez trying to play something. Salpointe defensively, kicking it forward. Kaylin White now making a run offensively, pushing forward, looking for that threading pass. Could never get it from Zoe Cristofaro. Salpointe on the counter. Jordan Singleton now, and there are 3 Bobcat defenders all back there. Kenna Kiefer, a bit of a sloppy pass. Oh, good hustle there by Hannah Ramos to get a touch on that with the left foot. And she plays it off of the Lancer defender. So the Cats will retain possession on the throw-in right at midfield. Jordan Singleton connecting with Bella Narvaez. And that little pass there by Cristofaro trying to find Elise Allah. Slightly off. Playing forward here, Emma Valise. And Valise kicks it out of bounds. So 2 minutes and 7 seconds left in this first overtime period. Minute number 87 of action. Nice little job by Narvaez, put on the brakes. Now goes left foot to center it here. Got a play running on far post. It's Cristofaro. Just a little bit late on that one. But a great look by Narvaez to spin, put on the brakes, and then launch that centering pass with the left foot, hoping for somebody far post. Cristofaro was just a little bit off on that one. The Bobcats here will have a corner kick. And Lauren Fields will take the corner. In the box. Nice job there to punch that one out by Maddie Smith with the right hand. It was a good service, and it was right in front of the goal. But Smith off her line, right foot, just poaching it and tipping it out. Bobcats retain possession. Deja White on the throw-in. And that ball is cleared out by Daniela Whiteman. She's been very solid defensively as well. Another senior. Again, you have so many seniors for Salpointe with so much playoff and championship experience. Here's a service by Singleton. Singleton with a shot, and it's wide near side. So good look there, probing from about 25 yards out. And anticipating it was Maddie Smith. We've got 40 seconds left here in overtime period number 1. So minute number 89 of action. Once this period has completed, there will be a 2-minute intermission, and then we'll have a second overtime period of 10 minutes. Brindley Lorenko with the left foot, weaving her way through traffic. Cristofaro puts on the brakes, cuts back to the inside, lost the ball. And a quick touch there by Lauren Fields. Excellent effort to get to that one and keep it in bounds. The ball's live. Kaylin White plays it over to Hannah Ramos. Ramos back to Cristofaro, and Narvaez was trying to power her way through, and the ball's cleared by Salpointe out of bounds. Another throw-in for Cienega, and we're out of time. So the end of the first overtime period. So 90 minutes in the books. And the referee is calling for a 2-minute intermission period. 2 minute, there it is, it's 2 minutes. Check it out, ref. Heads up, 7-up. All right, so 2-minute overtime or 2-minute intermission period. Then we'll play another 10-minute second overtime period. So, and we'll see how things resolve themselves after 100 minutes of action from Cienega High School. I will take a quick, I'm going to take 60 seconds here. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back on Bobcat TV. All right, so scoring summary as far as I've got it, and I hope I'm accurate, but there's a good chance that I'm a miss on a couple of these. It was Salpointe in the 6th minute, Trinity Morales scoring first. In minute 17, Adriana Pacheco scoring on a beautiful assist from Shania Walters. In the 31st minute, Macy Bernier scoring for Salpointe. And just 4 minutes after that, Shania Walters on a bit of a scramble down in the box, able to find a loose ball and deposit that into the corner of the goal for the equalizer. The assist by Lauren Fields on the direct kick. So we're tied at 2, and we're down to just 10 minutes of action. However this shakes out here, if a team scores a goal, they will continue to play the rest of that overtime period. And if we're tied at the end of this, what would be... what, it would be 80, 90, 100 minutes. If we're tied after the 100th minute, then it ends in a draw. Far side working Salpointe's Christina Malovich. There defensively for Cienega, Kenna Kiefer. Rylan Bourget also there across the way at forward. Bourget plays it off of her right foot. Hannah Ramos playing it forward here, trying to connect with Adriana Pacheco. Pacheco lurking, lingering, looking, hoping for a pass her way and a chance to get a shot onto the frame. Ball's forwarded here by Cienega. A nasty clash right at the 45, and you had two players that were just going all for broke on that one. Bella Narvaez clashing there with Daniela Whiteman. And again, it's just hard play in both directions. And Narvaez might have some blood trickling there from the nose, because that's my guess. The referee sent her off of the pitch. Oh, she got a yellow card. So there's a yellow card for Narvaez. We have 3 cards here tonight, 2 against Cienega. Shania Walters early in the second half on a nasty collision between her and Trinity Morales. And then also Bella Narvaez moments ago there with that collision. And then from Salpointe, Ava Danino, the freshman, number 15, has a yellow card. So those are the cards we have here in our ledger. And a whistle here by the referee. Or the center official, I guess. The center official. And a free kick for Salpointe. Forwarded up. It makes its way through the center. And Bella Holly steps up and snatches that. Now a quick punt here off of Zoe Cristofaro. Cristofaro trying to connect with Adriana Pacheco. Cristofaro again just touching it and moving it forward. And that should be a Salpointe throw-in. Unless the ball that was struck off of off of Cristofaro hit a Lancer, but I don't think so. So an errant call there. Referee who had gotten struck on the back earlier on a direct kick lets that one go through. A little bit of sprinkling of nutmeg, I suppose. There's a nasty clash there, and that might be a booking. So Deja White there rolling in with the right shoulder, clashing that Salpointe Lancer player. And yes, indeed, there's a yellow card. I think the Lancer who got struck was Macy Bernier. And now Deja with a yellow card. So 3 yellows against the Bobcats. Deja has to exit off the field, and that's a big loss for them because she is rock solid as a defender. She's been so active tonight here in kind of steadying and calming any attacks against her defense. So strong on clearances, so strong, in the air, so strong physically, and then just completely poised and cool as could be on defense. So the Cats here subbing in a defender. Hard to identify across the way. Direct kick here for Salpointe. And it whistles wide far side. So taking a shot there was Macy Bernier. And just wide to the far side. Hard to tell how far wide it was. But Bella Holly she seemed pretty nonplussed by the whole experience. So Bella Holly here, direct kick. Minute number 93. And very quickly, Tony Torres is like, Deja, get back out there. So Deja White, off for maybe 30 seconds. And right back onto the field. Macy Bernier, left foot, right on frame. And Bella Holly there to make the save. A good strike there by Macy. Ball's at center. Hannah Ramos touches it. Adriana Pacheco working between a couple of defenders from Salpointe. Ramos now just kicks it forward. And Daniela Whiteman had it momentarily. Now here's Adriana Pacheco servicing forward for Shania Walters. And the ball, you saw it just kind of curve around Shania, who's trying to get ahead on that one. But a little bit promising there for Cienega, who's been pretty quiet here in this overtime period. Not many chances promising on offense. Lauren Fields plays it forward. Zoe Cristofaro is close to it. And now it's cleared by Salpointe, and now looking to make a run. And we've got a Bobcat there who's down and appears to be injured at the 40-yard line. So down in a pile, down in a heap here, crumbling. And I'm guessing it's ankle, but it looks like something was pulled there pretty abruptly. And you have a very frustrated Bobcat at the 40-yard line being attended to by Joe Islas, the head trainer at Cienega. So it looks like she's kind of like stretching and looking at, I don't know if it's the right or the left. Could be calf, could be ankle, could be Achilles. Not sure exactly here. So we'll wait and see. And we've come to a standstill in minute number 94 of action. So it looks like I would say calf, might be hamstring. When you see a trainer who's kind of working on an athlete's legs like that, might be some cramping that's happening. So hopefully that's the case, and hopefully she can free up or unlock that cramp and get that player back in business here. So we'll identify the player when we can identify her number, and we'll let you know who that cat is who is down on the field. I think it's Jordan Singleton, but she pops up here, and it is Jordan Singleton. So she's walking very gingerly here. That's how I look when I wake up in the morning on most days. I just kind of wake up very stiffly, and it's little steps like that. Always to the bathroom, of course. And my dog's right there as a shadow, so Jackson is always right there. But it's good to see Jordan now walking a little bit more naturally, being attended to by Joe Eastless on the track. So great trainer. Singleton's had a great game here tonight as well. We'll monitor her situation. Minute number 94, tied at 2. Cienega's home opener, their season opener, their first match of the year. And it's been a very contentious, hard-fought battle between two of the elite soccer programs in the state. Throw in, headed out by Cienega, and Grace Guile will come back for another throw. Bella Narvaez is itching to get back onto the pitch, so she's awaiting a substitution. Here's a volley deep, and it's off of the crossbar again. So I think Salpointe has struck crossbar at least 3 times tonight, and one of them deflected in for a goal. Their second goal of the night was off the crossbar, and a couple of really near misses here. Deja White on the direct kick off of Lauren Fields. Lauren Fields now thinks about playing it back, plays it back to Deja. Ryland Bourget here running on very hard. She's been nonstop, full throttle the entire match here. And now Kenna Kiefer plays it forward. And now it's just kind of deflected ahead by Grace Guile out of bounds. A throw in for Cienega. Shania Walters now becoming more offensive-minded, so she is a factor, the X factor, I would say. Good joust there, won by Narvaez. Now just kind of volleyed forward by the Lancer, off of Deja White. Lauren Fields now looking for Adriana Pacheco. Nice little move there, nimble and nifty. Tries to thread it forward, intercepted by the Lancer, Juliana Dominguez, and cleared by her. Now Kylie Oliver centers it. And a good job there to just poach that one away by Deja White. Now here's Lauren Fields. Fields to Pacheco. Pacheco being bodied here physically by her defender. Plays it back to Romero. Romero over to Narvaez. And now back over, sorry, to Ramos, to Hannah Ramos. And on the far wing, on the left wing here, making a run, it was Cienega's Nadia Awad. So the junior Nadia, number 18. Ball's out of bounds. It will be a Lancer throw-in. And we're in minute number 96. Deja White, so coolly. Now she fights through that one. Beautiful battle there on that 50-50 ball, and Deja is continuing to make a run. Gets some oohs and ahs, tries to serve it toward Shania Walters, but a little bit too strong. But you saw everything there on display by Deja White, the grit, the resilience, the strength, the poise, and the skill, just plowing forward. Direct kick there by Madison Smith. There's Deja, who's back defensively, back in her spot. All over the field tonight. Just an absolute stalwart effort by the senior number 9, among many others out there on the pitch for both teams. See a hard-fought battle there between a Lancer and a Bobcat, and then Kenna Kiefer just kicks that one out of bounds. So we're in minute number 97 of action. 2 minutes and 10 seconds left on the clock. Thrown by Salpointe. Kiefer with the volley. Brinley Lorenko had it momentarily, lost it. Lauren Fields had it and lost it. Now Salpointe here on the attack. And coming back defensively to help out, it was Brinley Lorenko. And now Bella Holly with the goal kick forward. And the Cats here are just trying to make something happen. Threading pass up the middle. Here we go, Adriana Pacheco on a breakaway. Pacheco with the right foot, and there's a goal for Cienega. Minute number 98. Adriana Pacheco in minute number 98. Unbelievable. And that was a beautiful pass. Although I don't recall who had that pass. It was a beautiful threaded pass right up the middle. All right, still minute 30. And a long ball launched here by Salpointe out of bounds. So the clock's a factor here, and you hear people calling for the clock. The clock stopped momentarily. Now it has resumed running. 1:28 on the clock and counting. Deja White on the throw-in for Cienega. Nice deflection there. Kylie Oliver, so dangerous, left foot. She cranks it, and it is wide left of the frame. Don't blame her at all for taking that shot. She's played a beautiful match here tonight. Great player, Kylie Oliver, now a senior. I remember seeing her as a freshman, so, and many of these Lancers as freshmen as well, probably in the Brandon Bean. And also in the state playoffs, and I know that I covered at least one state finals with Salpointe winning the title. I mean, that team was just unbelievable. Back-to-back-to-back championships. They lost in year 4 in the finals, and they reclaimed the title last year, beating Prescott 2-0. So just a stacked squad. 34 seconds and counting. Shania Walters on the direct kick. She plays it back to Deja White, and they're going to play a little keep away. I mean, with 20 seconds left, why not? Deja now launches this one near side. Nice header there by Salpointe's Juliana Dominguez. And Kaylin White was running on to that one. Now a throw in here for Kylie Oliver. One last chance maybe for Salpointe to take a desperate shot. But Brinley Lorenka says, nope, I'm going to launch this one out of bounds. And the Bobcats of Cienega High School with a crazy epic match here tonight, claiming victory in minute number 98. Adriana Pacheco on a blast, one-on-one on a breakaway. It was her and the keeper, Madison Smith, and Smith did the best that she could. But a great blast and a great shot by Adriana Pacheco to win the match here for Cienega. So a great match played by both teams. And again, we expect Salpointe to be in the mix always for state championships. This year, I believe that Cienega High School will be in the mix for 5A. And I have just the highest hopes here. I just feel so positive about this team making a deep run in February. So we will keep you posted. We're going to go down to Reagan Scott. She's going to grab a couple of players for interviews here. And then we'll wrap this broadcast for tonight. So stay tuned. We'll make sure we have the great audio tonight. We were a little amiss last night from the boys basketball game. It felt so bad. Tom and Tap played beautifully last night for the boys basketball. They beat Sabino. And Krishan Graham, the X Factor last night with 7 points, a pair of threes, a couple of nice dishes, assists. And we were plugged into the wrong input last night. So we will not make that mistake again. So stay tuned for post-game interviews here on Bobcat TV. Stay with us. Don't go anywhere. Be back momentarily right here on Bobcat TV.
Alright, hi guys, I'm Reagan Scott and welcome back to Bobcat TV. With me I have number 25, Kayla Jones. She's a freshman on varsity for Cienega girls soccer team. So Kayla, you had that beautiful goal at the very end. You guys went into overtime. What was going on in inside of your head when you just got that?
Since I was about 5.
And I mean, being a freshman on varsity, that's kind of a big deal, especially starting on varsity, because not all the teams start during the season to get ready for this game or to work harder for this.
I have trained with this team and I've given my all to be able to get.
Yeah, the team camaraderie is. See that tonight you guys were very amped up, ready to play Salpointe, even at school. I was talking to Deja and she's like, we're gonna win. We are gonna win tonight, and you guys fought hard and you guys did beat them, so good job.
Yes, thank you.
So the last thing I just want to ask you, how are you feeling going into next week's game or the next game that you guys have?
I definitely feel more confident than I would have 3 hours ago, and I'm ready.
Well, especially since this first game coming in, first high school game, and you're playing a big team like Salpointe, so that's props to you, just jumping in there and fighting hard.
Yeah, thank you.
Good luck, Kayla, and we wish you the best of luck on your season.
Thank you so much.
Okay, so now we have Deja. So now we have Deja White. Deja, you are a senior and a captain. Okay, so now we have Deja White with me, and Deja, you're a senior and a captain on varsity, correct?
Yes.
And how long have you been on varsity?
Since sophomore year.
Good job. Deja, I love you. Okay, so Deja, today we were talking about the game, and you were super amped. I feel like you were very iffy at first with Miller, but then when I talked to you, we're gonna win. So what changed in your for your mindset? What changed that?
I just know that we have to have confidence, and we can't go in with our heads down and a bad mindset. So with confidence, and we played with grit, and we got the outcome we wanted.
Definitely, and I mean, today I heard Tony talking to you guys during the halftime about getting the ball in the air and then winning the ball in the air, and I was up there talking with Miller, and right as I was telling Miller that you got it, and everything kind of went in a different direction. Do you feel like that has something to do with after Tony talked to you, you just knew you had to work harder to get that ball?
Yeah, the talk definitely helped us, because going into overtime no one wants to do that, but we had to, and we listened to him and got that there. And
yeah, well, good job tonight on the win against Salpointe. How are you feeling about the game?
I feel really good. I'm super pumped that we won.
Good start off to the season.
Thank you.
All right, well, good luck, Deja, on the rest of your senior season, and we wish you the best of luck from Bobcat TV. Miller, back to you.
All right, well done. Reagan Scott, our superstar sophomore reporter, fearless, intrepid as always. So some clarification. I just learned this moments ago. Unbeknownst to me, Adriana Pacheco and Kayla Jones swapped jerseys before the match. So number 25, at least tonight, is the superstar freshman, Kayla Jones. Kayla Jones with a pair of goals. In minute 17, a perfect feed from Shania Walters. In minute number 98, on a breakaway, on a beautiful feed. I call it the threaded pass, the needle pass up the center by Bella Narvaez. But a breakaway for Kayla Jones, the superstar freshman, who just blistered that one into the back of the goal for the game winner. And the Bobcats, a hard-fought, well-earned 3-2 victory that will pay dividends down the line. This game will only help them in PowerPoint standings and seedings in the Arizona Interscholastic Association in 5A. So a huge game here tonight for Salpointe Catholic, a team that's used to garnering championships. This is just another match for them. You know, it's their regular season opener. They've got 6 games now under their belt, playing in the Brandon Bean. And, of course, we wish Salpointe Catholic and their great coach, Kelly Pierce, the best of luck and success moving forward. I also want to throw our best wishes out to Trinity Morales, the senior number 10, who left after being clashed by Shania Walters. So Trinity scoring in the 6th minute, Cienega the equalizer by Kayla Jones in minute 17 on a beautiful feed by Shania Walters. In the 31st minute, it was Macy Bernier from Salpointe giving Salpointe the lead, which was short-lived. Shania Walters on a scramble, on a direct kick by Lauren Fields, the equalizer in minute 35. The entire second half was deadlocked at 2. And they played one overtime period and played a second overtime period and went all the way to the end. In minute number 98, on a beautiful feed by by Bella Narvaez, connecting with Kayla Jones. And Kayla Jones, a star is born tonight here, a freshman superstar. Number 25 tonight, number 23, I think, regularly. And congratulations to head coach Tony Torres, his assistants, Hector Camacho, the goalkeeper whisperer, and Alex Davis. A beautiful win here from Cienega High School. So I want to thank our principal, Kim Middleton, huge soccer fan. Both of her daughters, Peyton, who's playing at, oh geez, I forget the school. It's in I want to say it's in Iowa. I always forget the name of the school, but she's playing collegiately. And then her little sister Shannon, who is a sophomore on the JV team that we expect to develop and grow next year as a varsity player. But I want to thank Kim Middleton, our principal, our athletic director, Chris DeRozier, our director, Bobcat TV, is Nick Irvin, and then the crew for tonight. Ryan Marsh, the producer, Zeta Neo on camera, Nick Powell on the field on camera, Denton Poe on camera, Preston Slanina, and Reagan Scott, our intrepid sideline reporter. And I'm Jason Miller. So we want to thank you for tuning in. I don't know what we have on the slate. Nothing else. Friday girls basketball. So 7 o'clock against Higley. The girls basketball team will broadcast that game for you. Not sure who's going to announce that game on Friday night. And then I'm sure we've got something on tap for next week. So just stay tuned. Be sure to tune in on Bobcat TV on our YouTube channel. Be sure to like. Be sure to subscribe. I don't know if I'm using the right terminology here, Nick Irvin, but we certainly thank you for tuning in tonight, and we hope you enjoyed our broadcast. So for the whole crew, just want to wish the very best out there for everybody. Best of luck on final exams next week. Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa, Happy Holidays, and we hope that you guys have a restful and blessed holiday season this year. We'll see you Friday night for girls basketball on Bobcat TV. Good night, everybody.